Fresh air, longer days, a chance to reset. This season, let therapy be part of your spring cleaning. Clearing mental clutter, shaking off stuckness, and building something better. Grow Therapy helps you get there. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 15th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. They connect you with thousands of independent licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. And if something comes up, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/booknow to get started. That's growtherapy.com/booknow. growtherapy.com/booknow. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Level up your listening with Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds and headphones. With immersive sound and world-class noise cancellation for a not-so-silent night. Visit Bose.com/Spotify to shop sound that's more than a present.
Welcome to the Instagram stories for Monday, August 9th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Normally on Mondays, we do Mosseri Monday. Adam Mosseri took a week off from doing the Ask Me Anything only because he had a lot of meetings at work. I mean, I can relate. It happens to the best of us. So I thought I'd pick a couple of older questions that he answered that are still relevant and I think really good conversation topics. So let's get into that. First question. Is there any specific time to post a picture or reel on Instagram for a new account? The subtle question behind the question is, when can you post to get the most engagement? That's really where they're going. If you look into your insights, you can tell when most of your audience is online. And I will say that if you haven't looked at that before, definitely check it out. But also hit the little I button for more information because it will show what time zone that is relative to. And even though I'm East Coast time, I recently discovered that the insights shows me when my audience is online, but based on Pacific Standard Time, which doesn't really make any sense, but it's helpful to know that. Anyway, here's Adam Mosseri's answer for the specific time to post a picture or a reel.
Unfortunately, there's no one perfect answer to this question, but personally, I tend to see that my stuff does better if I post it in the morning for most of my followers. So you got to see where your followers are and what time they use Instagram, but posting it before they come on seems to help.
Okay, next question. Why is Reels still not available in my country? That's frustrating. I could see why that would definitely be frustrating. Here's the answer.
If Reels is not yet in your country, it's because we have not yet secured music rights in that country, most likely. So we are working on it, and hopefully we can bring it to the whole world over time.
How is it that music rights are not universal? If you have access to use music in one country, you should be able to have access to it in all countries. I recognize that there's complications there with different third-party companies that get involved and lawyers and God knows what else. But man, if you have it in one country, you should be able to have it anywhere. All right, last question we're going to do today. Why are you deprioritizing photos? There's actually a lot more to that, but I mean, let's be honest. Instagram has evolved a ton over the past 10 years. To expect the app to remain static and keep functioning the way it always has when so much more emphasis is being put on video because that's what people do now because we have better internet connections and people can get more creative and do all kinds of different things to make really engaging video. Anyway, here's the answer why they are deprioritizing photos.
A few weeks ago, I said that we are no longer just a photo sharing app. That does not mean that we are deprioritizing photos. It just means that we are going to do more to embrace video, given how much people seem to be interested in video.
Okay, that's it for today's questions, but before I end the episode, I want to talk about something I've been working on a little bit on the side. I have had a very challenging podcast experience to make a good, cohesive experience for my podcast across a variety of different platforms. I was having some issues with Spotify, which I worked on over this past week, and through my work, I discovered that on Audible, there are podcasts, and my podcast exists, and people are leaving reviews. So I'd like to give a huge shout out to Sal and KW Hetapai, who both left me amazing reviews, appreciating my hard work on the show. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for leaving the review. I'm sorry I didn't notice it sooner. Typically the reviews go on Amazon, but not everybody listens on Amazon, so that makes total sense. If you would like to leave a review, I would really appreciate it. It helps other people to find the show. If you have some suggestions of things that I should improve, send me a message first. I'll fix those things. And this way you can have a good listening experience as well. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news, strategy, tips, and a lot more.